Hi class, so here we are in the last week of classes. This is your presentation week. So because we're online, obviously you are doing a narrated PowerPoint. So I want to just go over a couple of last things about this. First of all, you have to have your PowerPoint presentation at both this link, which is the assignment link. This has got to be a PowerPoint file. So that's with the suffix PPTX. So it's going to be a PowerPoint. It could be narrated file, or it could be just a straight up PowerPoint if you are choosing to use a video platform to narrate your presentation. Well, when I say it's got to be a PowerPoint, it could be a Canva or it could be a Google Slides. But this is not going to be here at this presentation due 4/29. That's tomorrow, Tuesday. It won't be a video. Okay? That's what's important, is it's got to be a file presentation. Okay? So that could be a Google Slides, that could be a Canva, that could be a PowerPoint, but not a video. All right. So at the discussion board, and you've got to have it loaded up also by Tuesday the 29th. That's right here, and I have it written right here as well. Okay, it's super important that you have them both uploaded by Tuesday. And I'm going to change this. I see I've got 2/29. It's 4/29. April 29th, Tuesday, April 29th, you must have both your file presentation and your narrated presentation. Now, this can be a narrated. This can be a video. Could be using ScreenPal like I use to make these videos, or whatever video platform you want to use. Go ahead and upload the PowerPoint or whatever file as well. But remember, the main thing that's important is you don't want a video here, okay? Because that's where I'm going to go to grade the actual file presentation. Here's where I'm going to grade that 30% that's delivery, okay? So when your classmates are making their comments, they're going to be here at discussion board. So you want to give them your narrated presentation at this discussion board. That's what's important. Go ahead and upload both, but be sure you do the file presentation at the assignment link and the narrated presentation at the discussion board link. All right? I'll make sure that all my wording in this announcement is super clear so everybody understands. I'm calling it PowerPoint, but it could be Canva or Google Slides. I mean, I don't really care. As long as what you are putting at this presentation due 4/29 is not a video. Okay. So once you have that uploaded by tomorrow, Tuesday, April 29th, in both places, you have until Friday, May 2nd, to go and comment. So you've got to write 3 replies to your 3 different presentations. Okay? You can choose any presentation you wish, but try and make sure that everyone has at least 1 response. That's just good manners, okay? These aren't peer reviews. You did your peer review Sunday night. These are your thoughts and reactions to the presentation. And I have some suggestions. If we come here under Module 3, let's come back and look at this, okay? So I'll have some thoughts and suggestions for you. I can see someone's already got their PowerPoint up here, so that's good. I'm going to give you guys some suggestions on what to put in that. Let's go back here. Come down here. I'm going to write some suggestions for y'all. in here, so that you guys have sort of some guidance on how you're going to comment about your classmates' presentation. Let me think. What else do I want to say in this announcement? So again, you want to get both the file presentation and the narrated presentation uploaded at the assignment link and then the discussion board link by Tuesday, April 29th. And then I'll make a note about your final exam now. Your final exam will be opened on Monday, May 5th, and you'll have until the end of that week, Friday, May 9th, to complete it. It'll be a pretty straightforward kind of essay on some thoughts you have on this class, on some of the assignments we did, and I'm not going to give you the question ahead of time, but it'll be a pretty straightforward essay exam. It's only worth a small percentage of your grade. So if we come up here and we remind ourselves, if we look at our syllabus for this, we'll go ahead and take a look at the syllabus for this online class. You can see that the presentation is worth 10%. The final exam is only worth 5%. All right? So I wouldn't stress overly much. I mean, it does make a difference. It's a difference of, if you're sitting at a 90 and you don't do that final exam, you're going to drop because it is worth 5% of your grade. But if you do it and you give some thought, you'll be fine. You'll have 2 hours to complete it once you open that link. And again, we're not going to think about that this week. This week is just about your presentation. All right. If you have any questions and you feel confused about any of this, go ahead and send me an email. That's the best way to get your questions answered.